Welcome to Using the Wall. My name is Wendy Garofalo. Make sure that you have a strap and a block. And we're going to start lying on our backs with our feet towards the wall. All right, so the key with laying down then, once your feet are touching the wall, you want a little bend in your knees and then lie back. So that your feet are touching the wall and gently pressing into the wall. Arms down by your sides, palms face up. So it just feels like you're standing on the wall. Wiggle your toes and spread them out. And then try to press into the big toe mounds of the feet. So that's the bony part just behind your big toes. Press them into the wall and notice how you can feel the inseams of the legs a little bit more. Inhale, reach your arms up and over your head. Exhale, press the arms down by the sides and press the feet into the wall. Just do that a couple of times to establish the breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms down as you press into the wall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to press. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, arms reach up and over the head. Exhale, let all the breath out. And bring your right knee up toward your chest. Keep your arms reaching back. Flex the foot and press the heel up towards the ceiling. It doesn't matter if the leg straightens all the way. All I want you to play around with is turning the toes out to the right. See how that feels. And back through center. And do it again. Turn the toes out to the right. And back through center. One more time. Turn them out. And back through center. And give the knee a little bend. Release the arms. Take your strap now and hook your strap over the mounds of your right foot as you extend it back up towards the ceiling. So now you've got a little bit of extra pressure to push into. Keep your left foot pushing into the wall. Deep breath in, press up. Exhale, rotate the toes to the right. See how that feels. Do it again. Inhale through center. Exhale, rotate. One more time with the strap. Inhale. You're still pressing into both big toe mounds. Exhale. And hold on to that strap with the right hand. Both sides of the strap in the right hand. And take the leg out to the right just a foot or so. Right? Inhale, press into the strap and into the wall. Exhale, rotate the toes a little bit more to the right. Without bringing them back through center. Inhale, push out. Exhale, rotate a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale. Rotate a little more. Exhale. Bring the leg back up through center. Bend the knee. Release the straps. Send the right leg forward to meet the left. Notice the difference between the two sides. Inhale, arms reach up and over the head. Press into the wall with the big toe mounds. Exhale, bring the left knee in towards the chest. Just keep the arms back. Flex the foot. Inhale, press the heel up towards the ceiling. Exhale, turn the toes out to the left. Feel the sensations. Inhale, turn the toes back like 12 o'clock. Exhale, turn them over. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, rotate them out to the left. One more time without a strap. Inhale. Keep the right toes pressing. Exhale. Back through center. Exhale, bend the knee. Take the strap and loop it around the mounds of your left foot. So we're doing the work on our backs first that we will be doing standing, right? So we want to take this time to really establish it. Press the big toe mound up into the strap and the right big toe mound into the wall. Inhale, press up. Exhale, rotate out to the left. Inhale, back up through center, right? The toes face back. Exhale, rotate them out to the left. Do that again. Inhale, press up. Exhale, rotate. Now keep them rotating. Take both sides of the strap into the left hand. Take the leg out to the left just a foot or so, not very far. Inhale, push into the strap and into the wall. Exhale, rotate the toes to the left a little more. Feel the muscles deep in your hip. Inhale, push out. Exhale, rotate a bit more. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the leg back up through center. Exhale, bend the knee, release the strap. Send the left foot forward to meet the right. Feel both sides. Inhale, arms reach up and over your head. Exhale all the breath out. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle little rock from side to side. Rock all the way over to one side. Press yourself up to your hands and your knees with your feet closer towards the wall. Hands and knees, all fours. Take your right leg, extend it back, find the wall, and make sure that you don't press your hips forward over your knee. So you want the foot about the height of your hips, and you want your hips right on top of your left knee. Now take your right toes and turn them to the right, not all the way to the right. Turn them down just slightly, right? Press the foot into the wall and press the left shin down into the floor. Keep your left hand down. Inhale, reach your right arm up whenever you're ready, right? Don't force it. Exhale, push into the wall. Inhale, push the left shin down, squeeze the left butt in. Right? Exhale, feel your right hip wrapping forward and slightly down so that you can think of lifting your left hip up. Right? We'll use this for half moon pose in a moment. Spin your palm forward, reach your arm over your ear, away from your wall, and breathe. One more deep breath in. Exhale, right hand down. Right knee lowers. Take your left leg, extend it back. Make sure your heel isn't higher than your hips. Keep it nice and low. And once you find the wall, turn the toes out to the left just slightly. So they're not straight out or parallel with the floor, but they're turning down towards the floor just slightly. Right hand will stay on the ground. When you feel ready, left arm comes up. Breathe. So the two places I want you to push. Left big toe mound into the wall. Right shin down into the floor. And now because your left toes are turned down just slightly, let your left hip wrap down just slightly. And see if that helps you lift your right hip up a little bit. Right, just engaging a little trick to engage a little bit deeper in your right hip. Spin your left palm away from the wall, reach the arm forward and breathe. One more breath. Left hand down, left knee down. Nice work, you guys. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, pull the heart forward, open across the chest. Exhale, pushing round in your spine. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep going, cat-cow. Exhale. Couple more minutes there. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. In and out. All right, tuck the toes if they're not already. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good, pedal out the feet if you'd like. Take a few breaths there. Notice how the body feels. Good. Once you're settled in your downward dog, walk the feet back until you can take your heels up to the wall. So if you've been doing this wall practice with me, you know this high-heeled wall pose. And you choose the height of your heels. Maybe they're stilettos today, maybe they're sensible heels. You're gonna choose what feels more stable for you. Deep breath in. Exhale, shift forward, plank pose. Okay, try to keep the heels pressing into the wall. Option to lower the knees. We've got just 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more, breathe in, or 2 more. Exhale out. 1 more breath. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Exhale, step your right foot just behind your right hand. Turn all 10 toes over to the right, which means the inside of your left foot or the entire bottom of your left foot will push into the wall. It's still on the floor, it's just pushing into the wall. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Good, now exhale, push your right foot down to lift your hips up a little more. You're gonna feel a lot of sensation in your hips today, you guys. Inhale, keep reaching up like you're pressing into your right foot. Exhale, spin the palm forward, reach it away from the wall. Good, deep breath in, lift the hips a little higher. Now exhale, sink the hips, bend the left elbow, sweep your right arm in front of your right shin and back towards the wall. Inhale, come all the way back up to that side plank with a kickstand. Exhale, sweep it down in front of the shin, reach towards the wall. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. 1 more, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right hand down. Turn the toes back to face away from the wall and step it back, downward facing dog, high heels. Deep breath in. Exhale, left foot steps just behind your left wrist. All 10 toes turn to the left. And so you'll roll into the pinky toe side of your right foot and you'll push the bottom of the foot into the wall. Right hand will stay down. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Deep breath in. Like press into the left foot. Squeeze and lift the hips. Exhale, bend the right elbow, sink the hips, sweep the left arm in front of the shin. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, scoop it down. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop it down. 2 more. Maybe you're just lifting and lowering your hips. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Inhale, back up. Exhale, left hand down, toes turn forward away from the wall. Step it back, down dog with your high heels. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. Inhale, take your right leg out to the side. Out to the side, let it just hover there. If you want to push it into the wall there, that's fine. Or take it up a little bit higher. Right, as high as the right leg will go and push it into the wall. Rotating in the hip, deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Spin your back heel down. So the edge of your back heel is touching the wall. And come on up to warrior 2. The left fingertips will touch the wall and the back of the left heel just on the outside is touching the wall. Sink a little deeper. Good, deep breath in. Sink a little deeper. 1 more. Now I want you to remember the work that we did with the strap, turning the toes. You're not going to turn your toes here, but engage the muscle as if you were turning your toes out to the right. Keep that sensation. Turn your right palm up. Inhale, lift the right arm up and go back. Reach towards the wall. If you touch it, that's great. If you don't, that's great too. You just keep breathing and rotating your right thigh bone out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, come on up, warrior two. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Now make a little blade with your right hand. Take the pinky side of that hand, press it into your right hip like a karate chop. And I want you to karate chop it and press the hip back towards the wall. Press, karate chop, see where it folds. Notice where it folds and press that part back. Pull your left fingertips off the wall, reach forward. And take your right hand down to the shin or the floor or a block and take your left arm up. Right, two things to feel here. Number one, imagine you're rotating your right toes out to the right. Feel that sensation deep in your hip. And then number two, pull your right hip back towards the wall. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, press back up to stand. Exhale, right knee bends. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Heels press back into the wall. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, take the left leg out to the side. Let it just hover or let it press into your wall. And you'll take it up as high as you have space for. Right, it might come out like a T shape, like a half of a T. It might go up a little bit higher. You just push into the wall wherever it lands. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Spin your right heel down. Right, so the heel, the back of the heel and off to the right is what's touching the wall. Inhale, come on up, warrior two. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Sink in. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Do that again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Good. Now feel the action, right? You're pressing your left foot down, but it feels like you're rotating your toes out to the left. So you roll the thigh bone out. Right? We're not moving the foot at all. We're just rotating deeper in the thigh bone. Keep that sensation, left palm turns up. Inhale, lift the left arm up and go back. Reach in the direction of the wall. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Are you still rotating left thigh bone open? Breathe. One more breath. Inhale back, warrior two. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Make your little karate chop hand, pinky side karate chops right at the hip. So your hips press back. So feel that point where it folds and press above the hand, back, back, back. The right hand will come off the wall. Left hand will slide down to the shin, the floor, or use a block. Take your right arm up. Two sensations, right? We felt them now. Rolling the thigh bone out, just like you did when you turned your toes out to the side, and pull your left hip back into the wall. Breathe. One more full breath. Inhale, press up. Exhale, left knee bends, warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale, take your hands down, front of the mat. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice and wide. Your fingers pressing into all four limbs. One more breath. And slowly walk your hands back towards your feet, but walk your feet forward away from the wall about a foot or so. Hands all the way back, grab opposite elbows, hang forward over your legs. Breathe here. You can lean your butt back into your wall if you'd like. Two more breaths. Fill the back of your body. One more. Hands to the shins. Inhale, come halfway up. If your butt is touching the wall, exhale, shift forward, pull it off the wall. Inhale, slide the hands up to the tops of the thighs. Press into the thighs. Exhale, come all the way up to stand. Squeeze your butt. Good, you guys. Palms down by your sides. Bring your big toes to touch. Now it's going to be helpful here to have a block. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Right, feet together, big toes to touch. Just hold the block between your hands for now. Come up onto the toes of the right foot and rotate the knee out to the right. Right, it's that same sensation we had when we were rotating the toes. Right, now notice if your left hip popped out to the left, you got sassy on me, or if it pushed forward away from the wall. See if you can only use the thigh bone to rotate. And now take your block, whatever height you need it at, right? It might be a mama bear, it might be a papa bear, right? You get to decide, but I want you to put it just behind your right thigh. So for a couple of breaths, your thigh bone is gonna hold the block against the wall and you're gonna breathe. Option to extend the arms up. Right? Nothing is touching the wall except the block. Rotating firmly with the right thigh bone, squeezing the right butt. One more breath. And then slowly release. If you're lucky enough like me to have these cork blocks, that's quite a workout. Block in between the palms of the hands. Good, big toes to touch. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, rotate the knee out to the side without getting sassy. Hug the hip in, rotate. Right, feel the same muscles that you used when we had the strap. Now take the block and place it, right, whatever width you need, against the back of the left thigh, just on the outside. Palms to the heart. Keep the thigh pressing into the leg. Hold the block, or the thigh pressing into the block. Hold the block there. Option to extend the arms up. Right, breathe. So it's an external rotation, also an abduction. So we're taking the leg away from the midline of the body. We're breathing. We're feeling all the muscles in the butt and how they can turn back on. One more breath. Slowly release. Nice work, you guys. Just set your block off to the side of your mat. Turn around and face the wall. Place your hands about the height of your hips. Walk your feet back to about the middle of the wall. Find your downward dog shape here at the wall. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Bring the big toes together to touch. Inhale, take your right leg, reach it back. Now notice if you bent one of your elbows, try to keep them straight. Exhale, flex the foot, turn the toes to the side just slightly. Right, so it's not straight to the side, but they're turned down just a bit, just like when we had them against the wall. Now press your left foot down into the floor and hug your left hip in towards the body. Take the left arm, let it just hang down. Breathe. So the left hip is hugging in, but as you push your left toes down into the floor, think of rotating your toes to the left, your left foot. Breathing. One more breath. Good. Take the left hand back up to the wall. Step your right foot forward close to the wall. Wiggle your left foot back. Come back into warrior two legs. Take your block at its mama bear height, right? Not the lowest height, but the middle height. And place it right in front of your shin. So now your shin will push into the block and the block will push into the wall. Right hand at the wall, left arm out in the center. Even out the hips. right? Without a whole lot of movement happening, think of rotating your right toes over to the right. Sink a little deeper. Good, you guys. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Take your left hand down the back of your leg. Inhale, right arm reaches up to go back. Exhale, rotate your right thigh bone open a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your right thigh. Take your left arm up, spin the palm, and reach over till the fingertips touch the wall. Inhale, push your fingertips into the wall. Exhale, push your left foot down into the floor. Now squeeze your right butt and think of rolling your right thigh bone out to the right. Keep the belly, the ribs in. Any amount, spin the chest up. Feel how it changes things when you have something to push against. One more breath. Inhale back to warrior two. Reach down, grab your block. Straighten your right leg. Keep the block in the right hand. Remember that karate chop feeling. So the hips are going to shift away from the wall. Block will come down on the outside of your right foot. Maybe more in line with the ankle or the shin. Left arm straight up. Triangle pose here. So now your right hip is going to pull away from the wall. And think of turning your right toes to the right. They're not going to turn, but create the muscular action that you would to do that. Inhale, lift up through the left arm. Exhale, spin the palm, reach over and find the wall. Fingertips push into the wall. Deep breath in. Exhale, left heel pushes down into the ground. Breathe deeply. One more breath. Leave the block on the floor. Inhale, come back up to stand. Exhale, hands to the wall. Come back into your downward dog shape at the wall. Hands on the wall. Breathe. And pull your hips back. Press the inner edges of the hands in. Breathe deeply. Big toes to touch. Keeping both elbows straight. Inhale, left leg goes back. Flex the foot, turn the toes out to the left just slightly. Not all the way, right? Just slightly. So the toes are turned down just a tiny bit. Now push your right foot down into the floor. Think of rotating your right toes, that's the foot on the floor, over to the right. They're not going to do that, but engage the muscles deep in the hip as though you were. Breathe. Let your right arm hang down. Right, so we're in half moon, just using the wall to help support the balance. And we're breathing. Hug the right hip in. Think of rotating the right toes out. Right hand up the wall. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Walk your right foot back. Warrior two legs. Mama bear block in front of your left shin. Shin pushes into the block. Block pushes into the wall. Left hand at the wall, right arm out. Right? Now as you sink into the hips, think of rotating your left toes to your left. You're not going to do that, but you're going to engage the muscles in your left hip as though you were. Sink a little deeper. Good. Right hand finds your back leg. Inhale, left arm comes off the wall, lift up, go back. Exhale, stay there. Just keep rotating your left hip open. Deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow to the thigh. Right arm straight up. Spin your palm to face the wall. Reach your right fingertips over, touch the wall. Inhale, push fingertips into the wall. Exhale, root the right heel down. Feel the length in the right side body. Now keep pressing the left thigh open. Any amount, spin your chest up. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, get the block straight in the left leg. Block is in your left hand. Hip shift away from the wall. Set the block down just outside the left foot or shin or calf. Left hand to the block, right arm up. Pull your left hip back away from the wall. Press your left big toe mound down. Now imagine turning the toes out to the left. It's not going to happen, but feel those muscles. Inhale, lift up through the right arm. Exhale, spin the palm, take the right fingertips over to the wall. Inhale, push into the wall. Exhale, right heel roots down. Breathe. Rotating open through your left leg. One more breath. Leave the block there. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands to the wall. Slide back into your down dog with your hands on the wall. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Nice work, you guys. Walk your feet back in towards the wall. Let's just take one little spinal extension here. So the elbows are bent at about a 90-degree angle. Palms press into the wall. Feet about hips distance. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, start to lift the chest up, the crown of the head up. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Imagine as you push the hands in that you're trying to drag them down. Inhale, lift the heart up a little more. Option to lift the chin up. Exhale, think of pulling the center of your chest towards the wall. Right, so it's like we're doing cobra. One more breath. Exhale, come on upright. Let your forehead find the wall. And let your arms just hang down by your sides. Take a moment to calm the nervous system. One more deep breath here. Awesome work, you guys. Pull the forehead off the wall. Turn around, face the center of the room. Slide your block just to about the middle of your mat off to one side. You're about a foot away from the wall, arms down by your sides. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. Walk your hands out to down dog, but walk your heels back. Let's take that high-heeled down dog again just for a moment. Breathe deeply. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Just like we did before, take your right leg out to the side. Take it up as high as it'll go. Try not to touch the wall yet until you get to your highest height. And then you'll either touch the wall or you'll bend the knee. So just took this long circle, half circle of the right leg. Good. One more deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot, not all the way to your hands, but just behind your hands. Now take your block in front, about a foot in front of your right foot. Shift the weight onto the right foot and take the left leg up the wall. Make sure that it's not knocking you too far forward. Find a steady place where your hips are on top of your right ankle. Right hand on your block. I like Papa Bear here. You can choose something lower if you'd like. Take your left arm, lift it up. Half moon. Right? Spread the toes. Push the right big toe mound down into the floor. Think of rotating the toes out to the right. It's not going to happen, but that's the muscular action deep in the hip. Make sure your left toes are turned down just slightly. Your left hip shifts forward just slightly. And now hug your right hip in even more. Stay there or come onto the fingertips of the right hand. Maybe even reach your right arm forward or back to your hip. Breathe, right? Lots of variations you can play with here. You can hover, you can float. Breathe. One more breath. Hands down to the ground. Left foot slides down. Right foot slides back. Heels up the wall, down dog. Deep breath in. Let it go. Take your left leg out to the side, right? Don't touch the wall until it gets as high up as it will go, and then either touch the wall or from there bend the knee. Breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your left foot just behind your hands. Take your block about a foot in front of your left foot, any height you choose. Left hand on the block, right foot up the wall. Left hand stays on the block, right arm up to the ceiling. Now just check in. Spread out through your left toes. Push down into the big toe mound, but think of rotating your toes over to the left. Again, you're not going to do it, but the hip muscles will engage. Right, now make sure your right toes aren't straight to the side, but turn down just a little so that your right hip can shift forward just a little. Now hug your left hip in a lot. Breathe. Stay there. Fingertips of the left hand, it can just hang. It can reach forward. Right, you can switch, the right arm can go forward. Just breathe. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Slide the right foot down and the left foot back into your high-heeled down dog. Awesome, awesome work, you guys. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Walk your feet forward just about 10 inches or so off the wall. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Turn your toes out just slightly. Put your butt against the wall and then slide your butt down into a squat. Hands to the heart. If you want to place a block here underneath your hips or your butt, it might feel nice too. Just a nice squat at the wall. You decide how much you want to turn your toes out. You're breathing. Right, the spine can press into the wall or not. Totally up to you. Just feel your breath. Nice and open in our hips, right? With a little bit more awareness and knowledge of how we use those hips. And then have a seat on the floor. Extend your legs out. Give them a little wiggle. And bend the right knee in. Open the knee out to the side. But I want you to scoot the right thigh back, adjust the hips so that the side or the thigh bone is touching the wall. Left leg is still coming straight out. Okay, take your left hand, slide it down the shin any amount. Take your right hand and just walk it up the wall. So it's kind of this opposing action. Left hand's reaching away, right fingertips are walking up. Now you're welcome to stay here or take the right arm off the wall and start to lean and reach towards your left foot. But I want you to keep your right thigh bone pressing back into the wall and breathing. Big side body stretch. Nice juicy hamstring opening in the left leg. Right thigh bone presses towards the wall. One more breath. Come on up. And change sides. Shift the right foot forward. Hug the left knee in. Open it out to the side and then adjust so that the left thigh can press into the wall and the right leg will come straight out. Right hand slides down the shin. Left arm walks up the wall. First, you're just pushing in opposite directions to get some length out of your spine. If this feels good, right, you're rotating a little, you can stay. Or take the left hand off the wall, start to reach it over towards the right toes. Just try to keep your left thigh bone pressing towards the wall and breathing. One more breath. Nice Nice work, you guys. Inhale, come on up. Release your legs out away from the wall. Give them a little wiggle. And then as always, I really love finishing with legs up the wall. So you just scooch one of your hips right up against the wall. Remember, it's the most ungraceful thing ever, but we still love it. Take your feet up and lay your back down. And your arms down by your sides, feet up the wall. Take a breath or two. Notice how you feel. And we're gonna do a little bit of an active, happy baby pose. So the legs will go a little bit wider than your hips. Bend your knees, slide your feet down the wall until you get to a space where you feel pretty comfortable here. Good. Hands, they can either push into the tops of the knees or hold behind the thighs, whatever feels better to you, but I want you to keep your feet pushing into the wall. Notice how the low back lifts off the ground. Just lengthen the crown of the head in the opposite direction. And keeping the knees this bent, just heel toe the feet closer together on the wall until they touch. And then use your hands to press your thigh bones towards the wall. Breathe. Deep breaths. And then I'll let you choose, stay here, or take your legs back straight up, or find a comfortable cross-legged position here with legs up the wall. Lots of places to be. You can even work towards a half or a full lotus if that's something that you're working on and you're breathing. And just notice the flow of your breath, the feel of your body. Wherever you are, 2 more juicy breaths. And bend the knees, slide the feet down the wall. Roll off to one side. Take a breath in a fetal position. And press yourself up. Find a comfortable seated position. I like to lean the back up against the wall to start, right? Just for a moment to feel that support. And then engage, lift up a little taller, and notice how parts of the back pull off the wall. Like the heart pulls forward, the shoulders roll back. Close the eyes if that feels okay. And guide the palms of the hands together at the heart. And as always, we pause just to say thank you. Thank you for another day in this life. Thank you for another breath. Another moment. Thank you for my challenges and the way that they help me to grow and expand and to continue to evolve as a human being. And we ask for guidance that we may stay present in our lives. It's one reason I love the wall is it wakes up my in the middle of the room practice. It helps me remember and feel muscles that I haven't used in a long time so that I can be fully present and attuned to my body when I'm flowing. And so together we take a really deep full breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. May the light in me see and always honor the light in you. Namaste.